In this video, we're going to begin applying powers. And the first thing we're going to look at is checking some answers for quadratic equations. Now, we haven't had quadratic equations yet, but we will have them by the end of the semester. And just like with linear equations, once you think you have the solution, you'll need to replace the variables in the original equation with your answer, and then see whether it makes the original equation true or not. This is an example of a quadratic equation. It has a second degree term. Notice 5x minus 3 is a linear equation, what we worked on earlier. 5x minus 3 has the form mx plus b, you see. But now that we've added one more term, which is second degree, we can't put these together in any way because they're unlike terms. Now we'll work on solving a quadratic equation at the end of the semester. But say that we had done the work to solve the equation, and we decided that these are both solutions to this equation. To check whether they are, we're going to have to replace the variable in the original equation with first -3 and see what it simplifies to, and then we'll try 3. For instance, if I substitute a -3, remembering to substitute into parentheses, and then follow the order of operations, my hope is that this will become 0, just like this side was 0. So I'll start by taking the second power of -3. That'll give me 9. Now I'll multiply left to right. 2 and 9 is 18. 5 times -3 is -15. Now I'll add and subtract left to right, and I do get 0. So -3 is a solution. Now I'm going to start with +3. I'll replace x with +3. And I'll hope that this left side becomes 0. I'll first find the second power of 3, which is 9. Then I'll multiply left to right, get 18 plus 15 minus 3. And then I'll add and subtract left to right and get 30. Unfortunately, 30 and 0 aren't the same. Therefore, 3 isn't a solution. Try this one. Notice you have to try first 10 and then -2. Substituting 10 and simplifying, we get 0 on the left and on the right. So that means 10 is a solution. Substituting -2 and simplifying again gives us 0. So both of these are solutions. See if both of these, or just one, or maybe neither one, are solutions. First, I'll evaluate -4 by substituting and simplifying. I get -16 on the left and 0 on the right, so -4 isn't a solution. Now I'll try 4. This time I do get 0 on the left, and so 4 is a solution. How about in this case? Please notice you have a variable on both sides of this equation. After substituting -1 and simplifying, I don't get two values that are the same. So -1 isn't a solution. Now, substituting 5 for k, I find both of these do become 79, so 5 is a solution. And here's our last one. See if either of these are a solution. After substituting -5 for all values of k, both on the left and the right, and simplifying, both of these become 0, so -5 is a solution. Now I do the same with negative 3. I get negative 18 in both cases. Therefore, negative 3 is also a solution. Well, that concludes this first video where we applied powers by checking some answers for quadratic equations.